So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. We're going to talk about the 10-point deduction for Everton Football Club. And they are now currently languishing right down the bottom of the Premier League in the relegation zone. I think they are 19th. Yes, 19th in the league on goal difference. They're joint bottom. After a 10-point deduction that was announced earlier on this afternoon by the Premier League, for Premier League profit and sustainability rule breach, which has got everybody flapping around Chelsea and Man City. Man City were actually trending when this news came out. Kind of weird, but we'll get into all of that. Make sure you are smashing the like button into oblivion. That'd be great. Make sure you are fully subscribed. We're moving on up with the subscription, so thank you very much to everybody. And make sure you leave your comments and super chats down below. We're on 21263, so get subbing to the channel. And big up to everybody who has. But yes, let's read this out. This is on Sky Sports website. Where are we? Everton have been handed the heaviest points punishment in Premier League history. Shocked and disappointed by the ruling, and we will appeal, according to Everton. In fact, let me come back to that. Let me just read the Everton statement. That'd be better, wouldn't it? Everton Football Club is both shocked and disappointed by the ruling of the Premier League's commission. The club believes that the commission has imposed a wholly disproportionate and unjust sporting sanction. The club has already communicated its intention to appeal the decision with the Premier League. The appeal process will now commence, and the club's case will be heard by an appeal board appointed pursuant to the Premier League's rules in due course. Everton remains that it has been open and transparent in the information it has provided to the Premier League, and it has always respected the integrity of the process. Process, there's that buzzword again, process. The club does not recognise the finding that it failed to act with the utmost good faith and does not understand this to have been an allegation made by the Premier League during the course of proceedings. Both the harshness and severity of the sanction imposed by the Commission are neither a fair nor reasonable reflection of the evidence submitted. The club will monitor with great interest the decisions made in any other cases concerning the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules. Everton cannot comment on this matter any further until the appeal process has concluded. Now, obviously, football fans are not the brightest sparks, not the sharpest knives in the drawer. So immediately, as soon as that news came out, straight away, everyone's going, oh, but what about Man City? What about Man City? Oh, what about Chelsea? Typing away Twitter fingers and that. Yeah, let me just tell you right now, you know how I roll. Anyone who's watched this channel for long enough knows how I roll. I'm quite fair, I think, when it comes to assessing other clubs. Maybe I'm a bit harsh on my own, couldn't care less. But the point is, when it comes to assessing other football clubs, I think I'm pretty fair and honest with it. Right? Now, when Everton have admitted guilt and offered up all of the information available real quick, then obviously there's going to be a quick outcome, especially when it is only one case, one charge. When Man City, on the other hand, have 115 charges against them, I'm pretty sure that's going to take longer. But oh no, in the social media world, judge, jury, and executioner is online. Doesn't matter about how long it takes, doesn't matter. They just want to know, and it doesn't even matter if they get found not guilty, Man City or Chelsea. They're guilty in the eyes of the public, because that is how social media rolls, unfortunately. Now listen, whether Man City get found guilty, whether Chelsea get found guilty remains to be seen. But it's going to take a lot longer because there's a lot more cases. And furthermore, Man City have denied all of them. So it's going to take longer than a football club that has accepted, yes, I've done this wrong. What part of this don't people get? Yeah, some of the stuff I've seen today is just embarrassing. And we're talking about from ex-players, from Sky Sports, from people online, big accounts, people that claim to know about football and stuff like that. It's crazy. I don't really get it, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I don't understand what the hoo-ha is. Like, at the end of the day, Everton have broke the rules. They've admitted to breaking the rules. They've offered up all the information required to the commission. They've been found guilty. They've accepted their guilt, but they want to appeal the severity of the sanction. Listen, they're 19th in the league. It's probably best that they get the 10-point deduction now rather than doing it in maybe March or April. Maybe they couldn't stay up. The fact is, there's 3 or 4 teams down the bottom of that league that are absolutely trash. And they've got a better manager than all of them. So I think they'll be all right. Not only that, I do think that they will win an appeal. They can point to the case of, well, we did offer up the information real quick. We accepted that we did something wrong. There's all the info. We put it all on the table and we said, look, we'll take a punishment, but come on, be real with it. I think that gets slashed in half. I think it'll end up being 5 points and they'll get 5 points put back on. But I just don't get why everyone is so giddy about Man City and Chelsea. Like, I've seen people saying, oh, they should be stripped of all their trophies, all their titles, all their trophies are null and void and this and that. It ain't even gone to a court yet. What are you waffling about? Like, I genuinely don't understand how football fans are this dense at times. I really don't. And for me, like, I just look at it and I think everyone is so desperate to attack them 2 clubs. How about attack your own club? How about attack your own club? How about get your own club to do better? Instead of waffling about Man City, who may or may not have done something wrong, we don't know. And we won't know for many, many years, I'd imagine, because 115 charges is not easy to go through. Especially when you've got to go through the amount of paperwork on them charges. It's going to take years. And then it can keep getting thrown out of court. This could get knocked off. That could get knocked back. The Chelsea one, the leaks from the Chelsea one that have come out. Again, the owner of that football club is no longer the owner of that football club. So where'd you go with that? He's not there anymore. And not only that, with the Chelsea one, I find it baffling that when the government was involved in the sale of Chelsea Football Club, that none of this came out. So what were they doing? The due diligence and all of that, the checks and everything. Yeah, cool. Well, they obviously didn't back check everything before selling the club on, did they? Like, I find it amazing, outstanding, astonishing. Yeah, the amount of people that just sit and chat absolute waffle. Listen, sad news for Everton. Their club's been run like an absolute mess for the last God knows how many years. Partly or mostly down to Usmanov, who was at Arsenal. Somebody I actually wanted to take over at Arsenal. He's nowhere near Arsenal. He's gone. He went to Everton, and sadly, it looks like he's kind of ruined your club to a certain degree. Listen, Everton's a great football club. I love Everton Stadium. I love all these old stadiums. I think they're great. But I think the fact that there's a points deduction here is probably the best thing that could have happened. Because if they've given you a massive fine or a transfer ban or something like that, then all of a sudden that's a stickier situation. Do you know what I'm saying? I think you can make them points up with the 26 games that are left to play. And if you appeal it, you'll probably get half of them knocked off anyway. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. As for Man City, instead of being desperate about them, how about raise the standards at your own football club? I've never got it. I've never understood it. Oh, they're cheating. They're financial doping. They're this, they're that. Listen, every football club is up to no good. Let's not pretend they ain't. Yeah, let's just not pretend they ain't. Yeah, the owners of every football club pretty much in the Premier League, nearly all of them are billionaires. What, you think they've done all that legit? Like, come on. Yeah, come on. Seriously. Like, are people this stupid? Are they that dense? Like, when the Man City or the Chelsea one comes out, we'll then analyse that off of what we're looking and reading at. Yeah, until then, it's he said, she said. Oh, we've been charged. Yeah, you've been charged. Don't mean you're guilty. Don't mean you're guilty, does it? The same with the Chelsea one. Like, all of this has come out this week. Yeah, cool. Come back to me when there's actual, like, something in black and white, a statement that's been put out saying X, Y, and Z has actually happened. And this is what's going to happen in response to that. And they're going to be sanctioned. Until then, stop waffling, man. Right? It's embarrassing. And it shows desperation. Rather than your club trying to get better, you're hoping other clubs fail to win against charges put at them. I mean, come on, is this where we're at? Is this seriously where we're at with English football? Right? I find it sad, really. It really is. And listen, like I said, Everton are a great football club. They'll bounce back from that. They've got a good manager. He'll keep them in the Premier League. And then they've got to try and grow from there. But they've been on a decent little run recently. And like I said, he's a good manager. And now this could be very similar to how Man City, when they got the charges last year, could galvanise the whole football club now. So we'll see. We'll see. Obviously, Everton have got Man City next. Man United next. So good luck, United. It is what it is. But listen, have a wonderful evening. Yeah, go and check out the videos I've done on the main channel today with LB, Lewis, City fan, Henry Wright TV, and well, Henry Wright's coming up later. I'm going to drop this video straight away, and I'm currently now on with rants on his channel as well. So listen, we're out of here, people. Have a blessed day. Adios, amigos. Ciao.